I want to tell you a little bit about myself, actually, to start off with, because I have to admit that I do like to sleep in. I'm a late sleeper, and when I'm a late sleeper, especially in hotels when I'm on a holiday, I'm generally the last person to enter the breakfast buffet and therefore also the last person to leave. And I took a picture of a breakfast buffet like that not so long ago. And basically, this is what it looked like when I was the last guest to leave that particular breakfast buffet. And it made me realize that every single item that you see in this picture went to the waste bin. But as this was a random hotel in a random city on a random day, it means that this happens in every city, in every hotel, and every day. This is quite a catastrophe for the environment, but it's also a significant profitability opportunity for our clients, and that's what we're grasping at Orbisk. Because 5% of everything that we produce in the world in terms of the food, we've seen us also in Alexander's presentation and so many other agricultural presentations, there's a lot of food being wasted. 5% of that is wasted in the food services industry. We're talking about 15 billion kilos. Sorry, this is EU, not US. About 100 billion kilos in the world. And just in my small country, the Netherlands, we're talking about 150 billion kilos being lost in hospitality waste bins every single year, meaning 500,000 kilos every single day, or at least close. So the most important person to enable to make this change is the chef. Let's call him Stefan for today. Do you like to cook, Stefan? By any chance?
Oh, yes, I do.
Yeah, there you go. Well, if you were to be a professional chef, you would start your day by buying the goods that you'll be needing to have delivered to your door, prepare them for your guests, and serve them to your guests. But unfortunately, as we've just seen, anything that isn't used will have to go to waste. That's where we come in, and we close this cycle to enable Stefan to do better next day and improve all of the other steps along the way. So how do we do so? We outfit the waste bin of a hospitality institution. It's standing right here next to me with the camera unit and a weighing scale down underneath right here. And every time something is disposed of, we scan that food and we throw it away. Within that half a second, we've seen the type of food, the amount, the time of disposal, and the reason of disposal. With our AI image recognition technology. When visualizing this content in a tangible way, we can outline where the recurring surplus is, how to address it, and improve their waste levels or reduce them quite substantially by about 50% worth 25,000 euros and over per year for an individual restaurant. Today, we're at 100 plus locations, 130 actually today, in 8 countries in Europe, and we're expanding to the US in 2022. And we have the honor to work for and with some of the biggest clients in the space as well. And this is 6x growth since January, because of course you can understand how difficult Corona has been for us working for the food services industry. As entrepreneurs, we have a lot of experience in optimizing business operational excellence based on data, and our team has been growing of recent in the technical, but also the commercial teams. We have a number of, to me, very impressive advisors and very delightful investors on board, but we will be looking for a 7.5 million euro Series A. We just secured the EIC Accelerator grant of 2.5 million in the start of this year. So next year in summer, we'll be pursuing a acceleration round of 7.5 million euros to facilitate the growing of the commercial team, further expansion, and broadening the product portfolio. This would be my details, and I think that's my 3 minutes. Thank you, Stefan.
Thank you. How do you see hospitality versus, like, for example, canteens from businesses?
Yeah, so I was referring to the food services business. So that's anything from corporate dining to hotels. In fact, our main clients now are the company caterers, as you've just seen, Sodexo, ISS, and the hotel chains, Accor, NH Hotels, Marriott very soon. There is a substantial amount of food waste in individual restaurants, very, very surely. In fact, my dream is to be able to help them one day, but they're considerably less chain organized like the hotels and the corporate dining facilities. So we work most for those, but the solution is fit for any and all.
So to challenge maybe what you're like offering, you basically install your service, you optimize your own, like, call it food production in restaurants, and then you get better in buying more smarter to reduce the waste, and your product is no longer needed then. That's the ideal solution.
It would be the ideal solution, Stefan, that's for sure. And I wish it was like that. And the unfortunate truth, which is also proven by academia, is that the control of food waste is like going on a diet. The moment you start focusing on it, you lose weight. And then when you stop focusing on it, you'll gain weight again. And that's actually, it's not even a metaphor. It's actually true. We've seen this happening. So I wish I was able to solve this solution until infinity for every individual restaurant. But the sad truth, I mean, not sad for my company, don't get me wrong, but the sad truth, it's not like that. So yeah, that's there's a gap of like 10 to 20% in your operations in the back end, and you have no overview of in it whatsoever. So you want to be able to track this always.
I fully agree. Thank you so much, Olaf.
Thank you for the opportunity.